Let's have a look now at the newspaper front pages making headlines around the country. We'll start off with something that everybody's talking about today. It's the mining unrest, especially in the country's platinum belt. So we're going to have a special look now at the Northwest, the front page of the Times saying, "Hidden hand is white." Now, according to this report, the ANC are saying that this long 5-month unrest in the country is actually caused by foreign investors who want to de-seat our economy, who want to make things as difficult as possible to make it easier for them to have control of our resources. If it seems a little conspiratorial to you, well, perhaps it is, but there's absolutely no doubt that there needs to be some type of resolution in the platinum sector. Let's have a look at the front page of the Business Day now. High stakes for economy as state sets an ultimatum. If you've been following the long unrest in the platinum sector, you'll know that today is the absolute last day that the government is going to intervene in talks between AMCU and the mining companies themselves. Now, if you watched a little earlier, if you watched Jen's trending video, you'll know that Implats is trending today. And that's because today is the last day for them to actually come to a resolution with their workers. The workers are demanding higher wages, saying that their jobs are absolutely difficult, and they are. And the mining companies are saying that they're not able to meet their wage expectations. But over and above that, we're seeing a humanitarian crisis described by some people in the region. Gift of the Givers, for instance, have been working in the region saying that people are absolutely starving, and this needs to be addressed too. Let's move over to the front page of the Pretoria News now. Toast to the city's water. It's actually a very good news story coming out of the Highveld. It turns out that the water in Pretoria, if you drink it out the tap, it's as good as buying bottled water. Now remember, Bloemhof in the Northwest is suffering from extreme water contamination. 3 babies have died, the water coming out of the taps is brown, and it's sent scores of residents to clinics. But if we have a look at Pretoria, their water supply is considered the best in the country. In fact, you're better off drinking water out of tap in Pretoria than drinking it out of a bottle. It's scored a blue drop status from the Department of Water Affairs, and every day, springs around the Pretoria area supply about 16 Olympic-sized swimming pools worth of fresh, goodness, that's a mouthful, worth of fresh spring water to Pretoria residents. So a great story. Back in the Cape now, having a look at the Cape Argus front page, visa law tangle for adoptions. A family from France who've adopted 2 South African children are in a very precarious situation because their children's papers haven't come through from the Department of Home Affairs, but you'll remember new immigration laws mean they may need to leave the country soon. But stay tuned to News 24 Live, because a little later today, we're going to be talking to an immigration expert about how they can possibly avoid leaving their children behind when their visa expires. So more on that, News 24 Live, a little bit later. Now, let's have a look at the front page of both the Citizen and the Star. They both have pictures of Zuma on the front, and of course, he's just been discharged from hospital. And it would seem that he's suffering from some type of burnout, or at least he's been working really, really hard during the election period. Now, Jacob Zuma has been ordered to take a rest by the ANC. Cyril Ramaphosa saying in no uncertain terms that the election period was absolutely grueling for Zuma and he needs a break. But we'll be updating you on Zuma's condition as the information comes through, so stay tuned to News 24 Live.